Welcome back to the show. This is the GWM Sydney Surf Pro presented by Rip Curl. We've just seen the semi-finals. All the men and women on the World Longboard Tour go down. It's time to get back into the Challenger Series with the quarterfinals for the men getting underway.
But as Richie knows better than the two of us sitting here, having grown up surfing here every day, it's a really challenging wave to really learn how to
is, as you said, it's forever changing. And this is, as we see, first ride for Rio.
Oh, he's looked so sharp throughout the event. Wow, really did well to reel in that final manoeuvre there.
And as we watch the replays here, just streaking down the line, Rio gets the little projection floater, then comes hard off the bottom. And for a moment there, I thought he wasn't going to be able to punch through that final section.
It's a really
see
nice
here,
floater.
a little shimmy floater, huh? He
roller
just
coaster.
Little roller coaster. As this thing cups out, Rio just goes bang, hits the lip, comes down. You can see just the power of that wave just trying to knock him off.
A little Brodie Sale's going to get an opportunity to answer. Drives up into the first section. Solid hit from the youngster, who has come through the ranks under the watchful eye of Shane Dorian from the same region, the same island.
Yeah,
He's just checking his equipment there.
And then this left looks really strong. I like how tight he stays in the pocket because it's easy to think the wave's going to run away from him. 3 really quick, precise turns and rode out of that quite smooth.
It is nice and close, and I'm getting a clear message from the judges about this one, and that's they want to see big, powerful manoeuvres because Brodie Sale got a bunch of work done, connecting, multiple turns, but it was Rio whose turns were a bit more powerful. There was a bit more energy and commitment in each and every one of them.
But also they carry themselves with a little extra confidence now, and Rio's just had some of that just added confidence around the competitor's side. As we see Brodie Sale there just putting up 2 monster turns, but there is a couple of surfers that featured in the Olympics last year still alive in the draw, and I'm just seeing a more refined approach from them this year.
It's the biggest sporting arena in the world as we see Brodie's wave. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep that last turn, stick that last turn. I really like how hard he drove off the bottom, nice and vertical off the top, kept looking down the line, which enabled him to drive out of this really fast, but then just got stuck up there in the lip, got slapped in the back of the head.
Would have been huge if he stuck there.
Talking about Rio and his opportunity to compete in the Olympics as we see Brodie up and riding.
Yeah, driving through that first turn. He's looking really on. He's just got to start sticking some of these final moves, which he'll do here. Just under 14 minutes to go. And Rich Brodie tapped into this one.
Yeah, he sure did. The 2-turn combination.
And a Hall of Famer in Lane Beachley. Lane, take us through this last ride for the Indonesian.
Yeah, so it was a nice takeoff. Obviously utilising priority, realising that Brodie's had a couple of waves.
I mean, Declan's a great surfer, but I thought I could tell anyway. Like, I trusted my gut that he wasn't going to get an 8-4 on a lot of those waves. And I didn't want to leave him out the back on his own, like, for the last 3 minutes of the heat.
Here he goes now. 4.5 minutes to go. Let's see what he can do with this one. Has some speed. Beautiful lip line float to get started. Sets up this turn. And it's an absolute gem. Superb backhand combo there from Brodie Sale. I love the big float and how much speed these guys are getting out of that transition turn, Rick.
Under 4 minutes to go. Let's break it down. So very relaxed. Maybe not as much travel time on the lip, but I think the final turn had more in it in comparison to Rio's first wave. And it's at that moment there where he starts just hammering on the gas right here, driving so clean off the bottom and just very well positioned to close out re-entry.
And the judges will be pulling their own hairs out.
Well, and the time is kind of winding down, so Rio may need a score out of this ride as he drives up into the lip a couple of times. He's got that amazing fast twitch transition off the top, doesn't he? He really does. He explode. It's electrifying surfing when he gets going.
He could have easily just drifted because it's so hollow at the bottom there. He drives really hard and fast, keeps his eyes down the line, and then cracks this last turn and then comes out as if to say, come on guys, give me a 10.
I'm going to say this is the highest scoring wave of the heat so far. He just looked to connect a little bit more with both these turns. Opens up the shoulders. I just love the head, shoulder, lower body connection there. And great rotation and the little shimmy at the end. He was happy with it.
And here he is, surfing brilliantly today, but just finds himself chasing. He does really well to hang on to that final move. Just whip the board up there.
That's what pressure does.
Get back out there.
Yeah, it makes you think you have to do more than what you really have to do. He just needs to stick to his plan. Just keep doing those 2 really big turns.
The way they're going about their surfing is very similar.
Yes.
But for me, it's just that slight edge in the way that Rio's tilting his board and getting the angles working.
Here he goes again. Rio looking to replace a 6.83, but it's not going to matter. The heat has come to a close. And what a result for the Indonesian. He's moving on through to the semi-finals. We've got to give credit to Brodie Sale as well, the 18-year-old bagging his best result on the Challenger Series here at Manly.
Yeah, amazing surfing from the youngster. He's got a huge future in front of him.